Live from Washburn University in Topeka, Kansas, it's KSWU News.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us on this cloudy spring day. I'm Carly Willis.
And I'm Sarah Sewell.
A small manned aircraft landed on the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol Wednesday afternoon. U.S. Capitol Police converged on the gyrocopter, and authorities have taken the pilot into custody for questioning. The FAA says the area around the Capitol is restricted airspace, and the pilot did not get special permission to fly there. The Capitol building was briefly under lockdown due to the incident. A robot was sent in to investigate the gyrocopter. A program in Topeka is hoping to change the atmosphere of Washburn's campus. Farai Harold has more.
On the north side of the Memorial Union today, around lunchtime, Topeka Metro, in collaboration with Washburn University, demoed the new bike share system that is now available on campus and around Topeka. There are 4 official bike racks on campus, with 4 other hubs located in downtown Topeka, Lake Shawnee, the Public Library, and Gage Park. Ronnie Murphy, the Director of Marketing and Communication for Topeka Metro, believes the bike share program will be a great resource to students.
In order to get started, you're going to want to visit topekametrobikes.org. Through that website, you can sign up for your membership. Membership for Washburn students is $20 a year. That annual membership gets you 2 hours of ride time per day. So once you've signed up at topekametrobikes.org and you have your membership information, you can approach a bike at a kiosk on campus. From there is a computer panel in the back of the bike. You'll enter your account number and a PIN code, and that will unlock the bike.
This is the first bike share program in the state of Kansas, and Topeka Metro is confident it will be useful to the community as similar bike share programs have had success all over the country, from Seattle to Colorado to New York. Many students at Washburn are excited for the bikes on campus, including Student Government President-elect Blake Porter, who joined Washburn President Jerry Farley and members of the community for an inaugural ride to the public library.
It's a great way for students to exercise. It should alleviate some parking issues that students feel that we have, and all in all, I think it'll really kind of boost the energy here on campus.
This is Farai Harold reporting for KSWU News.
If you are not a Washburn student, faculty, or staff member, you can enroll in the bike share program for $2.50 an hour or $25 for the whole year.
The city of Boston is remembering the lives lost and those changed in the wake of the Boston Marathon bombings. The city marked the 2nd anniversary of the 2013 attacks with a moment of silence at 2:49 this afternoon. That's the exact time the first bomb exploded. 3 people were killed and more than 260 were injured. Officials have called for the people of Boston to participate in acts of kindness today, dubbing April 15th One Boston Day. New students came to Washburn's campus today. Washburn had an orientation day for transfer students. Students toured the campus, received academic advising, and enrolled in their classes for the fall semester. They also had the opportunity to learn about the opportunities on campus to get involved and tools to help them be successful here at Washburn. Roughly 100 transfer students attended the orientation. Coming up, students promote a special event for Washburn's 150th anniversary.
No more. It's none of my business.
No more. I'm sure they'll work it out.
No more. It only happened once.
No more. He said he was sorry. No more. Why doesn't she just leave?
No more. Not my problem.
No more. But he has such a bright future.
No more. He didn't mean it.
No more bystanding. No more ignorance.
No more excuses. No more.
Don't let me throw it down on throw it down. Get down. Don't let me throw it down. Don't let me throw it down. Get down.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach re-employment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
Hello everyone and welcome back to KSWU News. I'm Carly Willis and I'm joined by Audrey Monteith, who is the president of the Tribods organization here at Washburn. Audrey, it's good to have you with us.
Thank you, I'm glad to be here.
Well, how about we start out with what Tribods is all about?
Tribods is basically, it's a student-based production organization that we started actually last semester, and we're just all about trying to get more experience for film students. Within film, really they don't really look at grades or your GPA or anything. The future employers look at how much experience you have and the quality of work that you do. So we're just trying to give students a little more experience so that they can put that on their portfolios and they can show future employers.
So do you have to be a film student to join then?
No, not at all. We encourage everyone to come and join at one of our meetings. Even if you just like film, you like watching movies, you want to learn a little bit more about film or help us with our productions, we love that. We want to encourage everyone to come out.
Okay, good. How did Tribods come to be an organization here at Washburn?
Tribods it's kind of been like an on and off organization, and then the beginning of last semester, Dr. Cranston, who is our advisor for the organization, he asked me if I would be the president and if I would kind of take it over, and we kind of talked about what we wanted the group to do and what we wanted it to be here at Washburn, and we kind of just decided it would be best to provide more experience for students and to kind of do different film projects around campus and in the community just to give students more experience to be able to show employers, basically.
Great. Well, that will be helpful for them later on for sure.
Yeah.
What kind of productions is it that you do?
We do really small productions right now because we are still kind of a small group. We're still trying to get our name out there and get our member base up, but really we do projects that help promote organizations here at Washburn and organizations around the community as well. So we're just kind of little things.
Anything that you're working on right now?
We are actually currently teamed up with the admissions office, and we are making a promotional video for Washburn University to show incoming freshmen and even some high school seniors to just kind of get Washburn into their minds and get them excited about coming to Washburn.
Great. If you're just now joining us, I'm here with Audrey Monteith, who's the president of Tribods. So Audrey, what is it that the group wants to do moving forward?
Really, we want to just kind of get our name out there right now because we are really small. A lot of people don't really know about us, so we've gone to some of the organization fairs and we've been talking to a lot of different organizations on campus. But in the future, we really want to try and get more productions started up and just get more people involved with Tribods.
So how do you join and become a member?
You join by coming to one of our meetings, talking to me, talking to some of our executive board, and just kind of being involved with us. It's really, really easy to join, I promise, and it's not a huge commitment, which is what a lot of people are afraid of, but we're very much into understanding that we are college students. We are very busy with school and work and everything, and we don't want to take a lot of time out of stuff.
So why is Tribods important to you, and why is it important to students involved in it?
Tribods is really important to me, because I am really involved in it right now, and it's kind of taken over a good portion of my life, which I love. But I really love it because it gives you this out-of-classroom production experience that you wouldn't get really when you're in any of the film classes we have. We do a lot of different projects within the film classes, and we go out and we make our own little short films and stuff. But I think Tribods is really important because you're not just making these films to boost your portfolio, you're making them to help other organizations and to give them a little bit more advertising or promotion or anything, which is really great. I love being able to do that.
Yeah, that's wonderful that it can help other organizations here at Washburn because we're all in it together. So what is it like being the president? What kind of things do you do?
Being the president, it's kind of stressful at times, but I love it. I basically just kind of oversee everything that we do and just make sure that everyone's kind of pitching in and doing their part as much as they can. At meetings, I kind of direct what we're doing and kind of run everything, but really everyone in the group puts in a lot of the work. They are doing a lot of, we actually have a couple people who are filming a portion of the promotional video right now, and so really just my job is kind of just overseeing things, making sure everything kind of runs smoothly. Everyone else does all the other work.
Yes. Well, good luck with the forming of your organization and everything like that. And it was great to have you with us here at KSWU.
Thank you. It was great being here.
We'll be back after this.
Every day across America, excess food is gathered by a network of good people at local food banks, giving hope to millions of children who struggle with hunger. They've earned their wings, and you can too. Together, we can solve child hunger. Support Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Students around campus are preparing for a special 150th event. Jennifer Funk has more details.
Cash Cab! Cash Cab!
On Tuesday, student organizations used Cash Cab to promote WU Stock taking place this Saturday. Cash Cab is sponsored by Campus Activities Board, Washburn Student Government Association, Capital Federal, and the Washburn Foundation, and is used to spread awareness and excitement on campus. This time, students drove the Bodsmobile and asked questions about the concert and the 150th anniversary of Washburn.
This looks so happy.
If they answered the question correctly, they received a ticket to Saturday's concert.
So, have you heard who's coming here this Saturday?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
A band?
Who?
Hot Shell Ray.
Where are you headed? I'm just going right there to that park.
Have you heard Hot Shell Ray?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Oh my god, play the music for him.
Play the music. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, they're coming to campus Saturday.
This campus?
They're coming to this campus Saturday.
No way.
Totally.
All right. Well,
totally.
I will be here.
Do you want to go?
Yeah, I want to go.
Okay. Can you do a really awesome dance for us to this song?
There's a party on you. I don't know if I'll make it, but watch how good I'll fake it. It's alright, tonight.
Hot Shell Ray is brought to you by Washburn Student Government Association, the Washburn Foundation, Capital Federal, and Campus Activities Board. You can find your tickets online. We'll post a link below.
Students and faculty are encouraged to attend and bring family and friends.
Truly, I think it's going to be a fun, neat opportunity. $5 concert is a great way to spend a Saturday night, I think, for students. This is going to be that event that students talk about forever.
Clark Kelly, the Swift Kicks, and nationally known band Hot Shell Ray will be performing at Lee Arena on April 18th at 7 p.m. This is Jennifer Funk reporting for KSWU News.
Tickets are $5 for students and $20 for community members. Tickets are available online at woutickets.com or in the Student Activities and Greek Life office in the Memorial Union. Several big names from the Topeka community gathered in Memorial Union on Tuesday afternoon to pledge an end to texting and driving. What began as a Leadership 300 project quickly gained momentum from leaders in the Topeka community who joined forces with AT&T's It Can Wait campaign. President Farley signed the pledge, and many students did the simulator to see how long they could drive until crashing. The answer was not very long. Mike Scott, AT&T Kansas president, said, "You are 23 times more likely to wreck when texting behind the wheel."
Last week, a Bolivian musician came to Washburn to showcase his collection of instruments. Ryan Ogle has more details on the musician.
Bolivian multi-instrumentalist Armando Espinoza visited Washburn last week to showcase his collection of handmade instruments, many of which he crafted from recycled materials. Part of the Chiquinitas art exhibit currently on display at the Mulvane Art Museum, Armando and his wife Karen Lysandra played a variety of instruments from around the world, including hand drums, wooden flutes, a didgeridoo, and more. The concert also featured Karen performing a tribal war dance that represents friendly competition amongst warriors.
Not a violence that's bad because it's for a good intention. And so after they fight, they usually go arm in arm and they get a drink.
Students from nearby Stout Elementary School came out to watch the concert and were encouraged by the couple to get in on the action by dancing and clapping along during a rhythmic call and answer session. Based out of Kansas City, Amado and Karen travel around the area to hold workshops to teach children about music and cultures from around the world. When not performing live and hosting these workshops, Amado spends much of his time writing music for numerous recording projects and films. He has also toured the world with a number of rock, folk, and world musicians. Amado currently has a select number of dates scheduled for the Lawrence and Kansas City area this spring and plans to return to Washburn in the fall.
The Chiquinitas exhibit runs through May 16th at the Mulvane Art Museum. Coming up, we will meet with an actress of the upcoming play of The Glass Menagerie. We'll be back after this.
All the preparation, the training, it all comes down to this.
To be a winning team, you have to work like a winning team.
We have a job to do out here today.
Some people think it's about muscle, but it's really about heart. A lot of heart.
My team depends on me.
And my team is 50,000 strong. Looks like a lot of work's going into this.
What it feels like to be part of a team.
A winning team.
The action team.
Get in on the action at actionteam.org. Are you in?
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Is part of the production cast for the Glass Menagerie here on campus. So first, let's start with the history of the Glass Menagerie. What is this play about?
All right, so this was one of Tennessee Williams' first plays, and he's a very well-known playwright. It actually tells the story of a family in St. Louis in the 1930s during the Great Depression. There are four characters, the narrator, Tom, his sister, Laura, his mother, Amanda, and a gentleman caller who appears in the second act. And it's very autobiographical. A lot of people speculate that of all of Tennessee Williams' plays, this is the one that most reflects what his life was like growing up.
Okay, well, that's good. So you play Amanda. So tell me a little bit about your character.
Yes, well, I play Amanda Wingfield, and I'm the faded Southern belle mother, and I'm very nagging and overbearing, and I kind of make things difficult for my children a lot of the time. Tom, my son, who's played by Austin Swisher, he is like the dramatic poet type, and he's often out at bars in the dead of night and that sort of character. my daughter Amanda, who's played by Amy Renfield. She is very fragile and incredibly shy, and that's actually where the show's name comes from. She has a glass collection of tiny little glass animals that we call the Glass Menagerie, and it's kind of reflective of her fragility and how she's very easily broken, just like her little glass animals.
Oh. So what is your favorite part of playing this role?
Oh my gosh, my favorite part is probably the casting crew and getting to work with everybody. This is a very small cast, but everybody is so professional and just excellent to work with. I've enjoyed it immensely.
So when is the play?
The play will be this Friday the 17th and the 18th, and then next week the 24th and 25th at 7:30, and then we'll have a Sunday matinee on the 26th at 2 o'clock.
Okay. So is this your first time acting here at Washburn?
No, it is not. I've been in quite a few shows. This is my second semester here, but I have been in The Crucible, The Other Place, and while it wasn't technically the theater department, I was a part of the Vagina Monologues when we did it a couple months ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So did you do some acting roles before you were here at Washburn?
Yeah, I was very heavily involved in theater in high school, and also my father's always been really involved here in the community theaters in Topeka, so I kind of grew up around the theater, and it's always been a big part of my life.
Well, that is awesome. So for all of you just now joining us, I'm Sarah Stoll with KSWU News, and we're here with Grace Foyles, who is a part of the production crew for the Glass Menagerie here at Washburn. We were just talking about how you've acted in different places and the different parts that you've played. Let's get back to the Glass Menagerie. What are you hoping guests gain from this performance?
Well, it is an incredibly fantastic, well-written show. It's one of the classics, and really I hope that we get the point across of what Tennessee Williams was trying to say about dreams and about the family dynamic here in America, as well as just trying to, I don't know, capture what Tennessee Williams would have wanted from it. It's a sad play, so fair warning on that, but it's an incredibly beautiful piece. So.
Okay. How long have you guys been rehearsing for this?
Oh my gosh, we have been rehearsing for quite a few months now. We typically do 2 to 3 hours, 4 days a week, and then for this production week, we do dress rehearsals every night that run from 4 to 6 hours.
That's a lot of work.
Are
you excited or nervous?
I am. It is well worth the work, and you know, you always get those pre-show jitters, but honestly, it's come together so well in this past week now that we have our costumes and the set finished and the lights and music. Everything's just coming together beautifully, and I'm so excited to show everyone.
Well, do you want to give us a little piece of your character here?
Yeah, I think I could handle that. Okay, I'll start with my very first monologue. No, I've got a better piece to show just how southern and genteel I am.
All right.
All right. At one point, I'm discussing with our gentleman caller, Jim, a candelabrum that's sitting on the table, and I say, "Oh, it used to sit on the altar of the Church of the Heavenly Rest, but it was melted out of shape a little when the church burnt down. The church was struck by lightning one spring, and Gypsy Jones said in a revival meeting in the village, the church was struck by lightning because the Episcopalians had started hosting card parties right in the church."
That is great. I think you will be very well prepared for this play. I look forward to it. Do you want to remind us of the dates one more time?
Yes, the 17th and 18th, 24th and 25th at 7, and then the 26th at 2. It's free for Washburn students, faculty, and staff with your Washburn ID, and general public, it's $8 admission.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. We'll be back after this with Trevin with sports.
I believe that home is where your pet is.
And that loving an animal means never giving up on them, never letting them go.
I believe that when you spay or neuter your pets, you help decrease the number of homeless animals.
Because every dog and cat deserves a place to call home.
I believe that I found my best friend at a shelter. And you can too.
We believe that together with Best Friends Animal Society,
we can bring about a time when there are no more homeless pets.
Visit ambassadors.bestfriends.org.
Odds of becoming an astronaut, 1 in 13,200,000.
Odds of being struck by lightning, 1 in 576,000. Odds of dating a supermodel, 1 in 88,000. Odds of bowling a perfect game, 1 in 11,500. Odds of being trapped in an elevator, 1 in 24,528. Odds of catching a ball at a major league game, 1 in 563. Odds of an injury from shaving, 1 in 6,585. Odds of tripping while texting, 1 in 10. Odds of getting cancer in your lifetime, 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women.
It's up to us.
To change the odds for our generation.
For the ones we love. For our future.
If you don't like the odds,
stand up. Stand up to cancer.
Welcome back to KSWU News. I'm Trevin Edelman. A verdict was reached today in the trial of former New England Patriot tight end Aaron Hernandez. It was life in prison without parole for the 25-year-old football player. Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder in the 2013 killing of Odin Lloyd. Hernandez was also charged with unlawful possession of a firearm and unlawful possession of ammunition. The jury heard testimony from over 130 witnesses and deliberated for more than 35 hours over 6 workdays. Under the joint venture law in the state of Massachusetts, a suspect in connection to a murder can be charged even if the actual shooter is not known. Hernandez and his attorneys will likely appeal the conviction. Well, to Washburn sports, the Washburn golf team hosted the Washburn Invitational at the Topeka Country Club yesterday. The Ichabod's finished 5th as a team after starting the final round in 2nd place. Alex Green led the team with a .223, tying for 13th overall. Ronnie McHenry was right behind Green, tying for 16th overall with a .224. Ivan Amaria was competing as an individual and shot a .221, which was 8 over par, to tie for 10th place. The Ichabods will wrap up the season next week as they travel to Lawrence to play in the MIAA tournament. The Ichabod softball team went 4-0 over the weekend as they hosted a pair of MIAA foes. On Friday afternoon, the team hosted the University of Nebraska-Kearney for a doubleheader. Washburn won the first game 9-3 as Lauren Timish improved to 15-6 from the mound. Taylor Kemp got the win in the second game as the Ichabods rolled to an 8-0 victory. Timish got wins 16 and 17 of the year on Saturday as the Ichabods beat Fort Hays State 6-2 and then 8-0. Washburn will travel to Nebraska to play Wayne State on Thursday and then to Central Oklahoma for a doubleheader on Saturday. The team is 24-17 so far on the season with 8 games still to play. And speaking of 8 games, the Royals looking to improve to 8-0 tonight in Minnesota as they take on the Twins.
Now, I've got some pretty bold expectations for the Royals this year. I don't know about you.
Well, you get to go to the game. Hopefully they get some home runs while you're there.
Yeah, going on Saturday, or excuse me, Friday. Going on Friday and get to see Billy Butler come back to town. It should be a lot of fun. And
That's
I don't know if the Royals keep playing like they're playing now. Any night at the ballpark's going to be fun. So.
Well, and did you know that Wednesdays are college nights? So with a student ID, you can actually get into the ballpark for $8.
Yeah, so now and all through the summer, Wednesday nights, good night to go if you're a college student.
Yes, indeed. And if you haven't given us a like on Facebook or a follow on Twitter, please do at KSWU_news on Twitter and just straight up KSWU News on Facebook. We appreciate it very much, and we'll see you next week. I'm Carly Willis.
I'm Sarah Sewell.
And I'm Trevin Edelman. Have a good week.